Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, he wears black with silver trim. He's scaled 17 stone, 5 pounds, 13 ounces. Professional record, 12 victories, 10 defeats, 3 knockouts. He fights out of Clermont-Ferrand, France, Karim Berredjem. And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue corner. He wears pink and blue. He tipped the scales 19 stone, 5 pounds, 2 ounces. Professional record, 24 victories, 8 defeats, 2 draws, with 19 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Conisbrough, Doncaster. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the People's Champ, Bobby De La Chulo, the Doncaster De La Hoya, the White Rhino, dazzling Dave Allen. Diamante.
Obey my instructions at all times. If I ask you to break, you stop boxing, it's like a big step back. Most important, you protect yourself at all times. Now touch gloves.
35th professional outing and into his 14th year now for the White Rhino, the Doncaster De La Hoya, or just plain Dave Allen. He's back in decent shape under Jamie Moore, and at 34 there's still time, but he does need to get back to winning ways against this Frenchman Karim Berredjem. Let's find out. There's the right hand, which hurts Berredjem early, and you are right, Darren, he wants to get it all done in the first 10 seconds. The Frenchman's on it, the seat of his pants, and the legs are wobbly, and Dave Allen could be on the verge of his quickest victory ever here. The pink and blue shorts. Darren and Barry can't get a word in because Dave Allen is going for it.
Yeah, he's really going for it here, isn't he? Looking for that overhand right, just telegraphing it that time, but he's not messing about. Nice right uppercut as well. Really good work, this punishing work from Dave Allen.
Always had the talent, body shots. The Frenchman still looks confused in that neutral corner. Allen again, uppercuts, raining it down for the second time, tails in. Dave Allen wins in a round, and he is back. And 2026, maybe he fights for a British title. The Dave Allen adventure continues.
Just do that. Listen to him. Listen to him go. Incredible. Just do that every single time you fight.
What he has shown, Dave Allen, is if you're not at this level, he just obliterates you. He absolutely does. I mean, he's always reaching for the next biggest thing, and he took the victory against Mahmoudov. It was a step too far, but he didn't care. He had a really good go. But like a guy below his level, he gave him no respect at all. He went out there, he pretty much told Darren what he was going to do. I'm not going to wait around. He went out there, threw an overhand right, hurt him straight away, and then just slowly took his time and got it done in what, a minute and a half?
I mean, boxers are great characters, but there's something about him, isn't there, Dave Allen? As a heavyweight, everything he's gone through, the way he is so down to earth, and the fans just, it's a mass appeal.
They love him. And, Adam, the show goes on.
The show does go on, and I guess the question is not whether he can fill out a stadium, because we know he can, like he did in Sheffield. It's whether he can win a British title. TKV, Richard Riakporhe, Johnny Fisher, all these guys up there.
A British title is such a prestigious and hard title to win. People say, oh, if you can just win a British title, not you, Adam, but other people like it's a below belt. I mean, it's a massive achievement. He might be good enough, he might not be good enough. I mean, he's honest about that. But what he'll do, because he has a massive following, and he is a good fighter, when he does train hard and believes in himself, he's good enough to fight for it.
He's certainly talented enough to have a British title at some stage of his career. He's 34, he's had those ups and downs, but that uppercut was absolutely beautiful. I was chatting to Pat Brown earlier, and he said he comes up to spar. Jamie and Nigel have a look at him. Sometimes he's there all the time, sometimes not. I think if he really dedicates himself for that Lonsdale belt tilt, he's got a great chance.
Absolutely. And approach fights with that commitment. Even if you're the underdog, even if you're fighting somebody who is better than you on paper, show them no respect. Go out there with your shoulders back like you're the boss and perform like that.
Eddie's had a pretty tough 24 hours, of course, but he's got Dave Allen alongside him. And he, with Betty on the front, George on the back, the kids, don't know if they'll be watching. Coming up on the zone, the magnificent 7, the heavyweight clash between Moses Itauma, who is here tonight to support Leigh Wood, and veteran Jermaine Franklin. March the 28th, the two heavyweights collide at the Co-op Live in Manchester, exclusively on the zone, and a fabulous card as well, which has been lifted and shifted after the injury to Itauma. Big smiles on the faces of Team Allen. Let's hear it officially. Might be his quickest win, or one of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, the red corner throws in the towel at 57 seconds of round number 1, causing referee Peter McCormack to call halt to this contest, declaring your winner by TKO, the People's Champ, Papi de la Chulo, the White Rhino, dazzling Dave Allen.
Victory number 25 in this 14-year career that continues to rock and roll. Dave Allen with Jamie Moore alongside him. Nigel Travis doesn't get enough acclaim as well in that corner. Brilliant people. And Allen is, well, up and running for 2026.
He is, and that's exactly what he wanted. He wanted a performance like that. He wanted to blow out his opponent in that fashion. What next for Dave Allen?
Let's get over to Charlie, and I'm sure it'll be a fun interview.
Well, Dave Allen, congratulations. 1 round, it's all it takes. I think you just wanted to get him out of there in there.
Yeah, I knew I was a level or 2 above this, but I had a comeback fight, and we took it. And I said to Eddie, I was going to let my shots go. I can hit anyone in the division, but I've had a problem with letting my punches go. So tonight I just thought, well, I've got the chance. Let's just knock someone out as quick as we can.
All the commentary we're talking about is that road to the British title. That was your 35th fight in there tonight. You still believe that it's along the line somewhere in the chapter of the White Rhino?
Yeah, I believe I can go even further. It's I've got commitment issues. Not to this man though. Not to this man. No commitment issues there. This man will guide me. He can get me whatever I want. It's up to Jamie, Nige, Rog. Everyone, Patrick, it's up to me. How far I go is up to me, and it always has been. So that was a good start, but yeah, I'm happy with it.
It feels mad asking you this 35 fights in, but you say it's the commitment issues with yourself. Will we now see the committed White Rhino?
I mean, I hope so. I've said it 35 times, so well, that's it. Look, I'm a bit of a boy, aren't I? You know what I mean? So. You think I grow out of it? I'm 34 next month, but I'm entertaining. I want to be entertainment value. That's what I want to be. This atmosphere in Nottingham was amazing, and I'm proud of that more than anything else. So I'm very grateful to Matchroom Boxing. You know, very grateful to Eddie, the best in the business, Scott Hamilton, Bella Gay, Darren Fleurs, the whole team. Wouldn't be here without him. I'm very grateful. Best team in boxing, and we'll see where we can go. Again, White Rhino 13.0. Here we go.
Rightful credit to some people I know will be smiling here to hear backstage. Eddie, let's bring you in. Commitment issues, but not to you. Also, what an atmosphere in here tonight.
Yeah, you know, I don't think I've ever heard a reception like that for a 6-round fight, you know, which was essentially a comeback fight after the defeat to Makhmudov. And sometimes the one thing that Dave Allen doesn't do is let his hands go when he should do, and tonight he threw more punches in 58 seconds than you've seen him do in some 8- and 10-round fights. And he's a dangerous man when he lets his hands go. He's got a good chin, he's a big lump, he's strong, he can punch, and he's much too good for that level, which is reassuring because we want to get him back to a big level. And I just want to give him opportunities, you know, and he's got to give us back that commitment, because I'm a Dave Allen believer. I believe he can win, not just British and Commonwealth European Championships, but I believe he can go and be in big fights, and that's what we want him to be in. So last time in Sheffield was such an incredible atmosphere. People are talking about that as one of the greatest atmospheres they've ever seen in a British ring. The public loved Dave Allen because he's a normal bloke, right? There might not be any thrills, but everyone could associate with him. And I want to see him headline back in Sheffield. So we've got to pick the right fight, but we get through that. The big paydays continue to come. He deserves every penny he gets, and we will make sure we always do right by Dave Allen like he deserves.
Dave, you just said there he wants to see you headline in Sheffield again. You'd think we were in Sheffield tonight with just how good the atmosphere was. A message to those fans who are always so good in their voice.
Yeah, I'm very grateful. I couldn't sell a ticket till about 2 years ago. I ain't really got any mates and that. I've got my kids and the gym, and I'm very, yeah, the night in Sheffield was probably the best night of my life, even in defeat. I got in this game. My dad's here as well. My dad's only been to about 4 of my pro fights. I haven't spoken to him for 6 months, like, and I still might not talk to him tonight, but it's nice that he's here. And I'm just very grateful that I'm still here, hopefully entertaining people, making people laugh, and, you know, giving all you fatties out there some hope.
Well, you certainly are entertaining people and still making them laugh. Dave Allen, congratulations back to Jamie.